Hey everyone, we thought we would do a Zoom call today since we're all in much need of connection. So thanks for hopping on to our team training. You guys, today's gonna be so good. I'm really excited. This is an idea I've been wanting to try for a while now, and I just procrastinated it, but now I think it's the perfect time to do it. So we have one of my personally sponsored girls, Marcia Hopper, who just hit executive director a couple months ago. Woo woo! And she is going to be training you guys about using the ABCs to revive your VIP group. And so I don't know about you guys, but I know right now is a really great time to connect. I'm like looking for connection, and I'm sure you guys are, and I'm sure our customers are. And so this is such a great method that she's going to be sharing with you guys to, number one, create connection, number two, get interaction in your VIP groups and like boost the algorithm, and number three, get some friggin' sales. So this method that she used, she said she got around 50, not 15, 50 sales using this method in about a month's time, right, Marcia? Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna let Marcia take it away and share. First of all, share just a little bit of your backstory before you jump in on your Color Street journey, and then we'll hop into the content.
Okay, thanks, Kelly. So it's really dark here. I am in my RV. For those of you who don't know, I am a full-time RVer. My husband and I, I'm going to share my screen just because I want to show you some cool pictures. But so
yeah, I love it. Her story is so cool.
Yeah. Okay. So this is one of our favorite places where we have parked our RV. I don't know if you can see that.
Beautiful.
There. So parking right on the beach in it's just north of Galveston, Texas. So it's not the most gorgeous beach, but being able to park right there was pretty darn cool. Awesome. Be able to, whoops. Let's see if I can share another one. That was the picture out our door.
We're just here for the travel pictures,
Marcia. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we started traveling full-time in our RV about 3.5 years ago. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to find something that I could do from the road. So the first 6 months, I spent all my time just planning travel and where we were going and routes we would take and low clearance bridges to avoid, et cetera, et cetera. And so there's a lot more to it than I realized there was. But after about 6 months, we got the phone call that my mother-in-law had been diagnosed with terminal cancer. So we drove quickly up to stay with them or park in their driveway in upstate New York. And we stayed there for her last 4.5 months. And during that time, I was just browsing online. I still, to this day, don't know exactly what I ran across, but something I saw was about Color Street. And I started looking it up. I was like, these look really cool. I want to order some, but I don't know anybody. Who should I order from? And then I started browsing the website, checking it out. And I was like, well, I could spend $45 to order some or $129 to buy a kit. I get 10 sets. So I decided I'm going to buy a kit. My husband's like, go for it. It'll give you something to do. If you like it, fine. If you don't, fine. But then again, I don't know anybody. So I go searching and I found Kelly on YouTube, and she already had trainings. This was 2 months in after the company had started. She already had some trainings available. And I said, that's what I need. I am not going to be able to be local to anybody. I need somebody who's offering online training. And so I shot her a message. She called me, and here we are. So it has been a wonderful thing, something to do that I could do from the road.
Yes, it's so cool. I love it. Yeah. Like, she came to visit me. We went and got pizza when she was in
I was in California. Yep. And I've gotten to meet a lot of girls on my team as we travel around the country. We are not traveling right now. We are stuck. We are about an hour south of Phoenix. We were supposed to be headed into Utah the first part of April, but we're just hunkered down and staying put. So it's okay.
Glad you're in the sunshine.
Yes, I am very glad we're in the sunshine.
Okay, well,
so,
I can't wait to hear more about this because I was like, I'm totally doing this, Marcia.
Yeah.
Like as soon as
this is something
I hear all the how-tos, I'm on it.
So it was something that I started brainstorming late one night. So a little bit about my brain. I used to be a high school English teacher, and letters and words and everything are something I just use a lot. When I can't sleep in the middle of the night or late at night to fall asleep, I pray through the alphabet. Everybody I can think of that starts with the letter A. Everybody I can think of that starts with the letter B. Of course, some of those people at the end of the alphabet never get prayed for, but it's just, that's something that the way my brain works. And I actually have my prayer journal. I have people I pray for every day. And then I have letters of the alphabet. I have people whose names start with each letter, and I just pick a letter or two each day. And those are the people that I pray for. So I was brainstorming on how to tag every single person in my VIP group. I wanted a reason to tag everybody, but I didn't want it to feel spammy. And just these random tags, and people are like, why are you tagging me? So I decided to do a letter of the alphabet, one letter a day for an entire month, and tag everybody whose name started with that letter. So I'll share my screen again, and I'll show you. Let's see here. So this is the first post that I did. I can close all these. I did it back in August. There were lots of things about letters and back to school kind of stuff at the time. So I kind of played on that. And so I posted a letter of the day along with some kind of word, some kind of question. And everybody whose name started with that letter, I tagged them. And on that day only, they were allowed to purchase any number of they wanted for inventory. And I posted an album in my group of what I had on hand for $10 each. And just the day that they were tagged. And I had people saying, looking through the album and saying, oh, I hope you still have this one when it's my day. I can't wait till it's my day, etc. So I posted lots of different questions, interactive posts. I'll show you just a few of them, like D for dog. I mean, everybody that has a dog, I don't have a dog, but people who do love their dogs and they want to post pictures of them. So I just said, D is for dog. Who has a picture of the dog they want to share? And then again, tagging members whose name starts with a D. If their first name started with D, I tagged them. You can see all the people here that I tagged, and they were allowed to purchase any number of sets they wanted for $10 each. I did not offer the buy 3, get 1 free. It was just a flat $10 a piece. And I posted a, stock picture of a dog because I don't have a dog, but 19 people, were like, I've got a picture of a dog. They all wanted to share pictures of their dogs. I did.
Are you guys, is this not blowing your minds right now?
Yeah.
It's just like, when I heard this idea, I'm like.
And I used it as a way to get to know them, but for a way for my people to get to know me. So like G for grandparents. Here's a picture of my dad's parents on their 50th anniversary, my mom's parents on their 70th anniversary. And I just talked about my grandparents and asked people to share. Tell me about your grandparents. What's your family story? People want to talk about their story. And I wanted them to get to know me as a person too.
Yeah.
Not just as the nail lady.
Yes, this is so genius.
Let's see if I can find another one here. I did, this one's not, let's see here, vacuum. Okay, so we got to the end of the alphabet. U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I kind of did all together because I only had one person.
You're like, I'm not doing X.
Yeah, I was like, I don't have anybody. But that one, I just did like vacuum. I need a new vacuum. Give me a suggestion for vacuums. So not all of them were personal, but let's see if I can get this one. S. I had a lot of S names.
Yeah.
Shoes. how many pairs of shoes do you own? You know, again, just kind of some random questions, but get to know you kind of thing. So a picture of my shoe rack. So I used it as a way to share about myself, a way to get to know them, a way to tag people that didn't feel like I was tagging them for a sale, even though I was offering them a sale. And at the end of the month, I had people that had purchased who I didn't even know were in my group. I had people commenting and interacting that I had no idea that they were in my group, people I hadn't heard from in a long time. So it worked out really well. I felt like it got my activity going again in the group.
It's so good
Yeah.
for so many reasons, because number one, you're connecting with them. Like you said, you're sharing about you, they're sharing about them. It's like creating a community, it's creating connection, which we all want with our customers, right? And then you're tagging them so they're seeing it, which sometimes that's hard to do with Facebook algorithms. So you're tagging, they're getting tagged at least once during this whole
Everybody got tagged once in the month.
Yeah, so they're seeing at least one of your posts.
Yeah.
And hopefully connecting during that time. And then they have the opportunity to buy from you if they want, but it doesn't feel spammy or salesy or anything. And yeah, it's just genius. I love it so much. We got a comment from Becky, who's also one of my personally sponsored girls. She's, because Marcia shared this with all of my enrollees, and Becky did it and she said it totally works.
Good.
So yeah, I just think this is such a fun way, especially like right now, to like build connection. And so here's my question. And if you guys have questions, comment below and ask your questions and we'll ask away. But did you have it all planned out in advance, or were you kind of flying by the seat of your pants? Like, okay, today is like, did you schedule it all out? Did you create a template or anything? Or was it just kind of like,
I scheduled it. I'm a scheduler.
You're good like that.
I'm a scheduler. I usually schedule a month at a time. So, at the end of March, I schedule out the whole month of April in my VIP group. So I just kind of went through and just made up a word, like what's a word I can use? What's a picture I can use for this letter? It was in August. And so I did take 4 days off while we were at conference. And I actually ended with the letter M right before I left for conference. And so I did something about Mickey Mouse. I'm headed to Orlando and I'll be gone for 4 days, but we'll pick back up when I get back. So.
Okay. So I've got a couple questions for you. Did you always post a picture with it?
Yes.
Okay. And did you
sometimes stock photos, but sometimes mostly my photos, but like the dog, I just posted a stock photo.
Did you, with your picture, did you add like a word over it so that it was like really eye-catching? Like,
not always.
Okay, so sometimes just a random picture.
Okay. Yeah, like I had a picture of my shoes or a picture of my grandparents. It was just a picture.
Okay, and then for when you scheduled them, can you tag people?
You could back then. I don't know if you still can because it changes all the time. I printed off a list of my members. So I went to my members list, and so I had that all, and I knew these are the A's, these are the B's, these are the C's. So when I scheduled out the posts, I could go ahead and tag those people.
So you kind of had like a separate tab open of like your members list.
Yeah.
As you were scheduling out. Okay. People are saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I did last month. It worked really well. Well, I learned something. I always thought you had to like that had to be in real time, but this is really good to know.
Yeah.
Marion just commented and said, I schedule a friend Friday to welcome new members to the VIP, and it lets me schedule that all the time. Oh, that's a great idea, Marion. I love that. Okay, cool. This is so great. So you, and I think it's just genius that Marcia schedules stuff out in advance. It's not something I do as well, and that's okay, but this is the beauty of it. You can either schedule it all in advance, or you can fly by the seat of your pants and be like, okay, today is D, or, today is F, so I'm going to do, what's something fun that you guys, or what food are you eating today, or whatever, you know what I mean? So it works whether you're a scheduler or you're a spontaneous person. So, do you guys have any other questions for Marcia? So real quick, do you have a photo album of your stock and you just let them choose from your photo album? Is that how you worked that?
That's what I did. And so when something had been claimed, I just went in and deleted that photo.
Okay. And then when they, did they message you, or did they just comment with what they wanted? Like,
a little bit of both. It just depended on that person. Most of the time they messaged me.
Okay. Did you keep a spreadsheet or anything, or were you just deleted the picture and mailed it out?
Yeah, I wrote notes in my little note. I keep the notebook, and I just wrote down who to send what to. And once it was mailed, I checked in a week later, make sure it arrived. But
perfect. I love this so much. I can't wait to do this. So Erica has a question. She said, I got rid of all my inventory last month, probably before the spring launch. She said, what alternative sale would people recommend? Free shipping, tax on me?
I would do some kind of color cash. If you do a buy 3, get 1 free on your day, then you get $5 to spend in the month of June.
That's a great idea. Yeah, because then you're ensuring some sales for next month. Erica said, I love that. How do you track that?
For me, I would keep a page in my notebook.
She's got her handy dandy Color Street notebook.
I have several, but
I love it. I mean, sometimes paper and pen is like,
I'm a pen and paper girl.
The simplest way. Yay. Any other questions, you guys, before we wrap it up? Valerie said she tracked hers on an Excel spreadsheet. So, I mean, you can.
Yep, Maren, that's me. I can do a lot of electronic things, but if I have to brainstorm, it's got to be pen and paper.
Yeah. I love it. So what were some of your most popular days? I'm curious.
Anything that included pets or kids. Those were definitely some of the more popular ones. Travel. I think I did tea for travel. And I just talked about some of the places we had been and places other people had gone. And I wanted to talk about, places they had gone.
Okay. So every post had a question and a prompt, right?
Mm-hmm.
To comment below.
Well, and it was like, it wasn't a hard question. It was, tell me about your kid, K for kids. Here's a picture of my kids, a little bit about them, and tell me about your kids. Tell me about your pets. J for job. What's your job? What do you do? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Whatever.
Okay. Amanda said, so you tag people and post a letter. Do you put the deal in the same post? Yeah. Every day, did you remind them of the deal?
I did. Let me show you again here. So I would say letter of the day. S is for shoes. Here's my question. Do you have a favorite pair? And then tagging all members who start with the letter S. Today only, you are eligible. Because if they hadn't seen the deal going on all month, people in letter S haven't been tagged yet all month. They might not have seen. And they're like, why are you tagging me? What's going on?
Right.
And so I just put it right in the post. This is why you're being tagged.
Love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Such a great idea. Okay, well, I think that's everything. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's a simple, fun idea. It's genius for getting sales, creating connection, getting to know your customers and having them get to know you, and beating the Facebook algorithm. There's so many good reasons to do this. So I hope you guys try it. Try this and let us know, let Marcia know how it went. And thanks everyone for hopping on. We'll see you next week. Bye. Bye, Marcia. Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.